Eritrea possesses a formidable military force, especially considering its relatively small size and population. With an active military estimated at around 120,000 personnel, and a reserve force of 130,000, it boasts one of the largest standing armies in Africa. This military strength is largely attributed to Eritrea's system of national service, which mandates compulsory military training and service for all citizens, both men and women, from the age of 18. While this policy has been praised by some for fostering national unity and preparedness, it has also drawn sharp criticism from international human rights organizations. The indefinite nature of the national service program, often extending for years or even decades, has been condemned as forced labor and a violation of fundamental human rights. This system of prolonged conscription, while providing Eritrea with a large pool of readily available manpower, has had profound societal and economic implications. The continuous mobilization of a significant portion of the population has resulted in labor shortages, particularly in agriculture and other key sectors, hindering economic development. The impact of this militarized structure on Eritrean society is undeniable. The constant threat of conflict and the demands of national service have led to a climate of fear and repression. The government's tight control over information and restrictions on freedom of movement, expression, and assembly further exacerbate the situation. This militarization has permeated various facets of Eritrean life, shaping its political discourse, social fabric, and economic trajectory. Despite international pressure and condemnation, Eritrea has steadfastly defended its national service program, arguing that it is essential for national defense and deterring external threats. The government maintains that the program instills discipline, patriotism, and self-reliance, qualities deemed necessary for a nation that has historically faced numerous challenges to its sovereignty. However, critics argue that the system is unsustainable in the long term and perpetuates a cycle of militarization and human rights abuses. The Eritrean government views its military strength as a cornerstone of its national security policy, essential for safeguarding its hard-won independence and deterring potential aggressors. Having endured a protracted struggle for liberation from Ethiopia, Eritrea remains wary of its neighbors and emphasizes self-reliance in defense matters. The unresolved border dispute with Ethiopia, culminating in the 1998 to 2000 war and subsequent tensions, has deeply shaped Eritrea's strategic thinking, reinforcing its perception of itself as a small nation surrounded by larger, potentially hostile powers. Eritrea's strategic location along the Red Sea, a vital maritime route for global trade and energy transportation, adds another layer of complexity to its security calculus. The Red Sea has become increasingly significant in recent years due to growing international involvement in the region, particularly from powers such as China, Russia, and the United States, all vying for influence. Eritrea has sought to leverage its strategic location and military capabilities to forge alliances and partnerships with various regional and global actors. By positioning itself as a reliable partner in counterterrorism efforts and maritime security, Eritrea aims to gain diplomatic support and economic benefits. However, its human rights record and internal policies have often strained relations with Western nations, limiting its options for cooperation. The Eritrean government has consistently accused external forces of seeking to destabilize the country and undermine its sovereignty. It points to the imposition of UN sanctions in 2009, which were lifted in 2018, as evidence of a concerted effort to isolate Eritrea and hinder its development. Eritrea's military diplomacy is a complex dance of navigating regional alliances and rivalries. A legacy of conflict has deeply influenced Eritrea's defense posture, presenting numerous challenges ahead.